So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may notice that I'm a bit of a Sonic fan. This unfortunate disease has had its fangs in me since I was very young. One of the symptoms was watching a lot of these fake Sonic games videos. Fake games videos are a niche genre of early YouTube content that basically just compile fan-made covers and consoles off of DeviantArt into a slideshow. These fan-made works were usually quickly photoshopped together by a kid or teenager, almost always were some sort of new game in a hit series or future console. I remember seeing the most fake covers for Sonic and Mario games, so I'm going to cover those here. These fake box arts are no doubt still being made, but I'm going to focus on what I specifically remember seeing. Some of these have a sort of nostalgic early internet quality to them, and a lot of them are just plain weird, so this is going to be quite the trip down memory lane. Starting off, we're going to look at the video I have the most memories of. Fake Sonic games by Jaka Sonic, I don't really know how to pronounce that. First off, you gotta love those cheesy Windows Movie Maker text effects. I'm probably going to say it a lot, but it's true. That font spinning over that blue background while a low quality rendition of It Doesn't Matter plays, classic. Anyway, we start this video off with a real heavy hitter, Mighty the Armadillo 2. I guess I missed the first one. And this video was made in 2009 before Sonic Mania made him relevant again, so unless you were a big fan of the Sega 32X classic Knuckles Chaotix, you're not gonna know who Mighty is. Weird choice to start things off, Joka Sonic, but alright.
How would Sonic be the Joker?
I like the title on this one, Eggman. No subtitle, no Eggman the human, just Eggman in the Sonic 06 render with those glorious golden nipples. Gotta respect the boldness of this box art. Boom, Eggman. That's your game, deal with it. Here we have Sonic RPG Adventure with the really interesting artistic decision to have Tails bend space and time and to feature a stretched out JPEG of Eggman on the back of the box. Oh, nothing says 2000s like this. Sonic 06 renders in front of a Matrix background with the original PS3 logo. If I could drink this photo, I would in a heartbeat. Sometimes you look at these covers and you just gotta wonder, what kind of games are these?
The Sonic universe might also be classified as hot chick heaven.
I mean, Tails and Cosmo? What is the gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog Gold? I'm really intrigued by the M-rated Sonic Halo and Grand Theft Sonic. If you're still wondering why this is a GTA spoof, it is because they have guns, vehicles, boats, planes, gambling, drugs, law-breaking missions, swearing, and even sex. Yes, please. Sonic 4? God, maybe someday. Oh, wait, hang on, we got an update in the video description. Okay, people, seriously. I know that Sonic 4 is real! How many times do I need to say that? This video is old, just check out when I uploaded it. August 2009! LOL. Think before you leave comments. Jeez. I have nothing to say about that, I just thought it was funny. This one is really interesting. Remember Sonic GL? I took one look at this and thought it was really familiar, so I looked it up myself and found a 15-year-old video of a fully 3D Sonic fan game. This blows my mind. Someone by themselves created their own Sonic model, their own environments, own engine, and in 2006 no less. I'm surprised I've never heard of it. I love fan game projects like these. It was apparently popular enough for someone to make their own fake Wii box art, so it must have had some traction when it was around. Unfortunately, I can't find any evidence of any playable versions being released, and the last time any updates were made was in 2008, so I don't see this being completed anytime soon. I would love to play this beta version someday, but for now, all we got is this low-res trailer with Super Sonic by Bad Religion in the background, and honestly, that's all I need. Here's another video, not as popular, but I still wanted to highlight it. This one is strong right out of the gate, with the classic blue background with Kanye Stronger blasting in the background. The creator then proudly proclaims, fake Sonic games, I think. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, well, that explains the lack of confidence. This one is just weird. Sonic Fighters, Sonic 3? Sonic 3 Fighters, Sonic, I don't know. Here we have 3. Mario Bros versus Sonic. This one really stands out to me. The stolen renders floating in a void, the clashing logos, the fact that it's the Mario Bros versus just Sonic, and the logo for an apparent Wii 60 console. This is absolutely something I would have made back in the day, and I love it. Sonic Legends. The blue blur like you've never seen before. Okay, but what if Eggman had a gun? Let's move on to fake Mario games. Now, I was more of a Sonic kid when I was younger, but that didn't mean I never participated in public nudity. I watched these videos too, though not as much. I remember there being a lot more fake Sonic games than Mario games. And a lot of these fake Mario games are sequels to existing games or just pretty uninteresting, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. I don't know, maybe Sonic fans are just more creative than Mario fans. I didn't say that was a good thing. Mario Unleashed. During the day, he's a normal stand-up guy, but when night falls, he's purple. Super Mario's Wacky Worlds. That's definitely a box art. Baby Mario points at stuff. I love how this looks like a 2022 meme or something, but then you look at the bottom, it says, no, this was posted in 2008. Really ahead of its time. Super Mario Bros. Z. Do I even need to get into explaining this series? Watch a 10-second clip of one of the fight scenes, and you'll know why so many people wanted a real game out of this. Mario vs. Sonic. I love the grid of this one. The realistic forest backgrounds, the T for teen rating, and the way these two have added lighting and rendering that just doesn't make a lot of sense. They look like wax statues. Super Mario 64, only on the Nintendo 64 for 3DS. Super Mario 64, only on the Nintendo 64 for Xbox. Honestly, it's a surprise that they haven't done this already. Super Mario what is this? Okay, this video just has a fascination of porting Super Mario games to the 3DS, the 360, and sometimes the Sega Genesis, so I'm just gonna skip like, a couple dozen games. Okay, I actually really like this box art. The classic collection font and clashing sprites make me think of a Newgrounds sprite animation, and I gotta give it points for that. Mario Party 1000, the T for teen rating and Mario speeding towards me is terrifying. Is 1000 the miles per hour he's moving at, or is it how many milliseconds I have left to live? For our final segment, I want to look at another classic genre, the fake game console. I think we've all seen at least one of these classic designs, so it wouldn't feel right to end this video off without mentioning a few. This is the video I'll mostly be using, fake video game consoles by KidFlash77. Starting off, we have the woefully cumbersome Nintendo SP DS, a Game Boy SP with dual screens like the DS, completely ignoring the problem of actually closing it. Here we have the DS Air, sporting the rounded corners of an early iPhone and the design of literally just the new 2DS a decade before it actually came out. Then the video turns to Nintendo Revolution designs, a bunch of fan-made concepts for what the Revolution would look like before it was officially announced as the Wii we know today. I'm gonna be honest, some of these are really boring, but I love this one. The gloss white and huge red buttons, even the white to gray gradient screams 2000s futurism. I was curious to see if there was a name for this aesthetic, and it turns out there is. It's called Frutiger Aero. Glossy textures, futuristic technology, skeuomorphism. Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's aesthetic. It's corporate Memphis. The Nintendo DS Hyper, one of the many classic joke designs. I'm sure you've also seen the PS4 controller. That's another classic. This one goes as far as to include all the specs and MSRP, launch date. I think that's a little much. It does provide for an interesting question though. Would a console with these specs reasonably be released in January 2008? I don't know much about these parts, but if you do, definitely let me know in the comments. I'm pretty interested in finding out. The Wii Phone, now that's a classic. I remember watching this video and wanting something like this. I love the white Wii aesthetic, and the phone looks great. The screen does look a little small though. Nintendo Wii 2. Pikachu hologram. This is another interesting one. The Nintendo On is actually connected to a hoax video released in 2005. One that supposedly showed the next Nintendo console before the Revolution was announced. For 2005, this is really well done. I'm not sure how this was made, honestly. Was After Effects around then? Sony Vegas? It mostly consists of a decent recreation of the Mario 64 intro until it becomes whatever this means. I have no idea what this is, but it's still cool. It then continues into a, once again, very professionally made promo detailing its features, though it doesn't really get any more comprehensive. The eyes feel games? But man, then it goes into a Metroid Prime demo and looks so good. Seriously impressive stuff. Before we move on to Sony consoles, Kid Flash wants us to move all the fighting aside for a moment and work together, and then shows us a photo of the PS-DS. Beautiful. Sony PlayStation 9, so advanced it's a snow globe. Truly the most immersive video game experience. This looks like a screenshot from a Matrix movie. Does anyone else get that vibe? Here's an idea for an Xbox Portable. Once again, this honestly doesn't look that far off from a mid-2000s Microsoft product. I could see this being a real thing. Finally, we have Kid Flash's final dream. A console built in harmony. The Wii Station 36. I have no idea what that is. I was going to call it here, but I totally forgot about this gem. Future gen consoles, Wii 2, PS4, Xbox 720? Oh, that's Kino. This is the iPhone 2. This is the iBox. It has one button and the stick is on the wrong side. Truly, Apple does what it wants. New iPod? I actually kinda like this design. Seems like you could use it like a regular iPod Shuffle and keep the screen protected, while also flipping it up to see the screen. I miss that. I miss when electronics had slidable screens like the PSP Go. I always thought that was really cool. Are you ready for the next step in gaming? The Nintendo DS closed. The Nintendo DS open, and you thought it couldn't get any better. Xbox 720, this is kinda neat. You don't see spherical consoles that often. They would be infinitely easier to break or roll over, but still neat to see. Something about this PS4 console and its color scheme is so early 2000s grunge to me. The final screen with its black background and lowercase text really gives off a pleading vibe. Please subscribe? I love it. All the spelling mistakes seem to indicate whoever made this was really young. You gotta wonder, where are they now? It's been a long time since I made this video. I now work on the Fortnite team at Epic Games. Wow. Side note, I was trying to find this certain design in my head while making this, but I never did. I definitely remember seeing a PS4 concept that was a PS3 controller, but with a glass screen replacing the middle connector part. It was fully translucent and it had the cross-media bar on it. I thought it was really cool, and honestly I still do, but I wasn't able to find it. The closest thing I have is this similar design, but the one I'm looking for just focuses on the controller. If you remember it or have the original picture, let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear it. Okay, I think I've ragged on these games enough. I may sound like I'm making fun of 10-year-old fan art probably made by very young kids. And I am, but it comes from a place of love. I love this extremely 2000s practice of making your own game box arts and consoles. It's where dreams come alive. Paying attention to this stuff can tell you a lot about the fandom at that point. The abundance of Sonic Adventure 3 boxes shows how much people wanted that game, and stuff like the Sonic 06 sequels were wanted too despite the original game's negative reception. I like looking at these boxes because they're really a window into a very interesting time in internet fandom. And they're also an artistic rendition of what games 12-year-old Timmy wanted on his beloved 3DS and Xbox. There's a real charm to these handmade covers, and even though I did poke a little fun at them, I think I made it clear where I actually stand on this stuff. Once again, I've made a very niche video about my interests, but it proved to be really fun to make. I'm not always talking about 2000 nostalgia, that would be really annoying, but it's always a fun time, and I could definitely see myself doing more videos like this in the future. I really like talking about Sonic GL, so maybe I could do something on early Sonic fan games? Let me know in the comments. Until then though, I've got a box art to design. Perfect.